Alright, in this video I will give you 10 things that you should not do in Dubai. This is especially if you are an expat or someone who is working or planning to work over there. Given the fact that I lived with my family, lived 35 plus years, these are the 10 points. So if you have any doubts, any questions, feel free. Ask them down below, and if you agree, disagree also, feel free to comment down below. Number one, let's quickly move on. Number one is when you move to Dubai, do not forget where you have come from. There are many people who once after they, going to Dubai is a dream. They want to earn tax-free money. They want to live the high life, the bling, the Habibi come to Dubai kind of life. But then somewhere down the line, they say the Dubai air gets to them and they start thinking, Dubai is my country, this is my motherland and I love Dubai, and then they forget where they have come from. You have come from a different country, a different culture. Some of you have come from very humble beginnings. Do not forget your place. Do not assume that this is my country now, I can do whatever I want. This is a mistake I made in my life many a times, and I was painfully reminded. And as time passes by, one day you'll make one mistake too many, and then you'll be put in your place. So do not forget where you came from. If you have come from humble beginnings, keep that always in mind. Stay in your lane, stay within your means. Don't go far beyond that. And remember, one day you have to go back. Okay, that's how the circle of life is, especially in Dubai. Number two, don't forget why you came there in the first place. Now, why did you come there? Most of the people come down to Dubai to earn money, which is obviously they want to earn tax-free money. Many of them come down to Dubai. They want to have a good life living there. But always remember, don't live a good life only for the moment, because one day when your ass is kicked out, then you'll be like, oh sheesh, I wasted the best years of my life. I could have saved, whatever. Then your regrets will be your regrets. You can't undo it. If you have come there to earn money, save money, and one day go back home, which people say, I will work only 5 years and I'll go back. People say, I'll work only 10 years. No. Once you're in Dubai, once you start making tax-free money, you want to continue staying in Dubai until you're actually booted out. Okay? So don't forget the why. The why is very, very important. So you have certain priorities, certain goals. Stick to that. Keep that why right in front of you. Number three is, I think this comes with the early success, and if you keep being successful, you think you are invincible. So don't assume that it is your incredible talent that will always help you, or don't assume that you will be lucky every single time. There are so many stories and so many client calls and so many bookings that I get where people say, I started this business, I became very happy, very successful, then I opened up one branch, opened up two branch, opened up so many branches, and one fine day when the market is bad, then you have to end up keeping those different branches alive, and before you know it, you have lost all your money. There are even people who opened up a business and managed to sell it for like 5 or 10 times the amount of money that they put in, and all of a sudden they believe that whatever I touch will turn to gold, and once again they keep investing until they lose everything, then they come back to reality. So remember, sometimes it may be pure luck. You're just lucky. Look what happened with cryptocurrencies, what happened with so many people who have opened up businesses. It only takes one mistake. I know of stories where people ran a business for 30 years of their life only to make that one big mistake, one big investment. I'll make separate videos on this, and they ended up losing everything. So just one second, let me get this. So just keep this in mind. 1 minute. Come on, man. Okay, keep this in mind that 30 years or 40 years you can be perfect. One mistake, you can lose everything. See what happened to B.R. Shetty. So don't think that you're invincible. Don't think your incredible talent will keep taking you higher and higher. And also one more thing, what took you from A to B will not necessarily help you from B to C. So keep that in mind. Point number three. Point number four is, once people come to Dubai and they see all these special offers, and they tend to see buy one, get this free, or they have these misleading ads, which I call misleading, is 80% off, 90% off, buy these perfumes and buy these books. I myself have made so many mistakes. Cash in hand is king. When you spend the cash and you have the commodity, it's no longer a king. I ended up buying, I'm telling you my mistakes. I ended up buying like sports shoes, more than 30, 36 pairs of shoes because I was a runner. I purchased even outfits, tights and all that for so-called peak performance, which was meant for advanced level athletes. I convinced myself I needed it. $500 sometimes I would spend just on an outfit. I spent money on steroids. I spent money on gym. I spent money on so many things I didn't need. Okay, and like the books itself. I mean, I've sold off I think more than 6 shelves of books for 10% of the cost I purchased it for. So massive loss. So don't get into a spending spree. I'll tell you this: no matter how much you spend, there is never a dull day. You'll always get a new model, whether it's an iPhone, whether it's a Samsung, and they'll make it sound as if it's the greatest thing ever since sliced bread. So don't get into a spending spree and avoid a group of friends who always take pride in buying stuff and showing off, especially cars or expensive commodities. And that brings me to point number 5. Please don't spend, please don't take a credit card, don't take a loan, don't avoid an auto loan, avoid a mortgage, avoid a long-term loan, and especially avoid credit cards, because credit cards in the UAE market, the interest is the highest in the world. It's more than 48%. You spend $100 on a card, you'll have to give 48 back. And this is not talking of the fines, hidden charges, and everything else. They just want you to keep paying the credit card interest. The interest is what you'll be paying for the rest of your life. And I've known people who have had 11 credit cards, and whatever they earned in life, I think they literally poured it down the credit card. They will give you free credit cards, they'll give you bonus credit cards. Just don't take it. It is dangerous. All it takes is one mistake from your side. You can be 10 years perfect. One transaction can be a mistake, and that's the end of it. Okay. And by the way, if there's a fraud or there is some violation or some hacker hacked into your stuff, you're not going to get the money back. So better don't take a credit card. Live within your means. Number 6. Yes, you need to have long-term goals, but don't believe in your own hype that I will be in UAE for 30 years of my life, 40 years. Don't make goals that, okay, I will have 20 businesses or take a house on mortgage, and don't have long-term plans. One accident, one mistake, one bad luck, one bad moment, and all your long-term plans will go down the drain. Many people have taken loans for a long term, assuming that they would have their jobs forever. The department can shut down, the industry can change. I'm not talking of a once in a like a black swan event like a COVID. I'm talking of day-to-day things can happen. So just don't have very many long-term plans. Always have 1 year plans at a time and think you're going to be there only for one more year, and that's how you live. So you'll take it seriously. Number 7 is, please don't invest more time, more effort, more money, and give importance to friendships, office relationships, girlfriends, or people who are there with you in your good time, because during a good time, they will all be surrounding you. Bad time, all of them will vanish. I've had people who would literally, whether you believe it or not, they would send their driver with the Rolls Royce or with a Bentley or a sports car to pick me up during my peak days in UAE. But when I went through a very tough time, those very same people, very, very same people who would send their Rolls Royce didn't have even $100 to lend me. It was that bad. So it's a very funny circle of life. And in companies, corporate companies, they will literally sing happy birthday. When you are in a high position, the guys below you will say, no sir, until you come, we are not going to have food. We'll wait for you. They will show you loyalty like you've never seen before. You'll wonder like, wow, I'm such a lucky man to have such amazing friends. But when, shit hits the ceiling or bad times come, these very same people will vanish. So don't spend all the friends, so-called friends, girlfriends, all the hours, the midnights, the late nights, the hangouts and whatever, all of them have vanished from my life. It's like having your school friends or college friends. You think you're friends for life, they vanish. Priorities change, people change. And in the corporate world, you're as useful as your position and your money is. Once that is gone, finished. Like Simon Sinek said, it's not you, it's the position, it's the money that commands that respect that you're getting. It's not you. Number 8, this is something you will see in Dubai. Everybody wants to be the next Yusuf Ali or BR Shetty or a businessman or Varke group owner. They think they're going to run this successful business. They use the logic, oh, if I make 10,000 for my owner and he makes 100,000 or 1 million, why don't I make the 1 million and keep it for myself? It sounds good on paper, but that is not how it operates. Don't invest in a business, because I have all the friends, all the friends I've had. Maybe you could say, oh, Loy, your friends are all losers. All the guys who I know who have invested anything from 200,000 to 500,000 to 1 million plus, they've all ended up closing down their businesses, including my parents, who earned from the 80s, made millions, and ended up going bankrupt back home. One of the most tragic stories was not even my parents. It was this guy, I'll just call him Selva, 30 years, ran a business, made millions, and just one bad series of decisions, now he's minus millions and is working as an employee when he's nearing his 60s, and he still has to pay back millions. So his life is destroyed. He can't leave the country. Number 9 is invest in properties like apartments or freehold properties, all that. I have made videos where I've explicitly stated that UAE laws change like people change their underwears. In some cases, they don't even wear an underwear and they keep making changes. So don't invest in anything where your cash is locked and you're dependent on it. I tell people, invest in anything where you can afford to lose it. If you can't afford to lose it, don't invest. Number 10 is, please never ever get into a legal battle, because you will not win. The other side will not win. It's only the lawyers and the judges and the system wins. And if you get into a legal battle with someone who's powerful and rich, you will lose even if you win. And if you get into a battle with an Emirati, your life is finished. Because remember, Emirati, it's their country. Don't fuck around with them. Don't think you are equal to them. You are a second-class citizen. Unless, of course, you have Yusuf Ali kind of billions of dollars. Don't get into a legal battle. And last but not the least, the final piece of advice as a bonus which I'll give you is, Dubai is a business hub. It is like having a girlfriend who you met at a bar or a prostitute. You pay her money, she will love you long time, short time, she'll keep you happy. The day you lose your money, it'll be like, sorry, bye honey, I have a new boyfriend. That's how your relationship should be with Dubai. Remember, as long as you have the money, she will suck you dry and you will enjoy it. But the minute you become dry, no more money, bye-bye. So that's why it's called Dubai. Okay? Having said that, good, bad, ugly, feel free, comment down below. Have any questions, let me know what it is. And one extra bonus I'll give you. If you can manage to go to Dubai and start a life there, see if you can jump from Dubai to some other place where they give you citizenship, especially, say, Canada or some other place. That will help you, give you stability and security. But if you're looking at Dubai as a business hub and plan to go back to your country, either stay there 1 to 2 years, maximum 3 years. Every 3 years, jump to the next job which gives you higher. Or if you're planning longer, then stay until you get retired, because once you go back to your country, all the experience in Dubai will have zero value back home. And remember, Dubai is a country that follows corporate racism at its highest levels. You'll never be equal to a Emirati in terms of benefits, in terms of salary. You'll never be equal to a white skin or a white passport. If you're Asian, just keep that in mind and focus on you, how much you're earning. That's about it. Save your money. And remember, any day you'll be asked to leave. So this is what I have to tell you. And yeah, remember, Dubai is not a cheap place. It is expensive. You'll get the best luxury money can buy, but you will spend through your nose for it. So, any questions? Comment down below. This is me signing off. Take care.